I became an organic farmer in 2017, but prior to that I'd been doing a lot of no-till and min-till practices, and there's an awful lot of worry, I suppose, in my mind about using the plough and our cultivation practices that we're almost forced to do in an organic scenario, and I just wanted to know what was going on.
So in the first year we've analysed 10 soil cores from the 10 root ranger farms, looking at the kind of microstructure of the root networks and the soil pores within the soil cores completely non-destructively. And it's been a really exciting year because this is a way of really visualising completely non-destructively the soil that's really difficult to normally see.
We've been taking soil samples from the different farms who are involved, and they're very diverse farming environments, from what you might consider conventional agriculture, regenerative agriculture, and also organic farms. And what we're interested in is this kind of incredible underground population of microorganisms and how diverse they are between these different farming methods.
The root rangers have done different tramline trials on their farms, and so they've applied different products or different management practices in a way that we can get robust data from and look at the differences in our traits that we're looking at, these mycorrhizal effects. My involvement with the Truth project is taking samples that the root rangers have collected. They're sending us wheat roots, and we are using microscopy techniques, and we are quantifying and characterising the mycorrhizal associations we find in those roots. And then we're looking to see how their treatment affects those factors, and also differences between the farms.
First of all, it's really, when we got involved, the farm got involved in the project, was about trying to discover what we've been doing for 9 years and classifying ourselves as a regenerative farmer. Does that have any substance? Does it have any meaning? And is it something that we want to continue for in the years following, really? So it's about trying to understand more about what's beneath our feet. You can quickly, especially in agriculture at the moment, you can jump into various pools of information and not really understand what you're getting into. And it's only really when you sort of delve into the detail of your own farm and the way you do things can you really get some real substance of what you're actually achieving.
We've found some nice differences between the soils. There's variations between treatments, there's differences in the root structure, and really looking forward to seeing how the results look for the next year.
The root rangers have done different tramline trials on their farms, and so they've applied different products or different management practices in a way that we can get robust data from and look at the differences in our traits that we're looking at, these mycorrhizal effects. But what we have seen is huge diversity between the farms. So it's indicating that these different soil environments are housing different amounts of fungi, and that the parent material, the soil types, the management is really important. So we've got the potential of doing some DNA sequencing to see which species of fungi are there in our roots, because we know, as well as the crops behaving differently, all the different fungi behave differently in the soil as well.
The soil health has actually improved from the systems we were doing before. I just looked at the results and was like, finally, I've got something that I can actually, see and touch and feel. It's real results of what we classify as regenerative farming.
Actually, it's really supportive of the choices I've made on the farm to go down the organic route, and the convictions I've had as the gut feel when I look at the farming system, particularly around ploughing. And I've always, it's been really interesting to see that as an organic farmer using a plough, I can still be punching up there with mycorrhizal fungi and other things up in that scenario. So it's really, really, really interesting and quite rewarding, actually.
This is about getting an understanding about the bit that you can't see under the soil. And that's what's really fascinating about it. We get this unique insight into what's going on with the roots, with the structure, with the soil microbiology that you just don't get in any other sphere of research, certainly not, as a farmer. And so we've got to be building on that knowledge and taking that forward, and taking our root rangers forward and the whole platform forward, and then rolling it out to other farmers as well, so that we can build that understanding of our soils.